Waves crash on the beach of an endless sea. In them you hear a voice, a beckoning lure you have heard so many times before. It is the song of the horizon. She calls to you. She sings of endless wonders and untold horrors, of golden promises and dire warnings, and you know her song. It has always been there. Listen, can you hear it? The wind is in your favor, the tide is rising, the sea is yours for the taking, and your ship awaits. Fair winds and following seas, brave mariner. May fortune find you when the horizon calls.
Welcome to Horizon's Call. I am Derek Sword. I am your GM for this game. I am your guiding compass as we navigate the treacherous seas of Damaros, the homebrew world in which we play. I am joined, as always, by these lovely folks you can see on your screen. I'm going to have them introduce themselves and say some lovely things about themselves and the characters that they play. We'll do a little recap, and then we're going to jump right into stuff. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. It's great to have you here. If you're rejoining, if you are back again, welcome back. It's great to have you here, too. We hope you can enjoy our continuing story. 3 years on, over 60 episodes, including bonus episodes. We're heckin' doing this. So, I do want to say before I let these people say anything and before I'm done talking for a moment, that you can tip and show a little financial appreciation should you be willing and able to do so, both those qualities being important together. You can do that through Pally. Pally.gg is what we use. Instead of giving your money to Twitch and it comes, I'll say this, if you give your money to Twitch and it comes to Sword and Key, it's appreciated. It goes directly to the channel, it helps us break even, it helps us pay for all of the licenses that we use and the art and all the stuff that we get extra. As of right now, Sword and Key does not break even, so we highly encourage you, as opposed to, again, going through the middleman of Twitch, go through Pally. Pally.gg takes whatever you are, again, willing and able to tip, and evenly distributes it based on shares to our cast and crew, all of whom you see here, because our cast is our crew for this show. So anything that you can tip, like I said, just gets split evenly between the people that you see here. And if you hit certain levels of tipping and generosity, very much appreciated, you can also impact our game. You can give crits, you can give advantages, you can give complications like black spots. Not sure that those complications have kind of been baked into this very lethal dungeon that our players currently find themselves in. So I will tack off one complication at least, because I've made something a little unavoidable. Perhaps in this session, perhaps in the next, depending on how fast they can make it through this dungeon. That said, we already do have a complication sitting around. We'll have more incentives down the line, but willing and able, it's always appreciated. I'll leave it at that. Let's go ahead and go around. Mare, if you don't mind starting us out, who are you playing today?
Hey, hi. I am Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I am playing your amazing Acacia, your soul knife rogue star druid centaur, who in a nautical campaign who uses she, her pronouns, who is baffled that her father made it through this vault dungeon solo.
Absolutely. If only she knew. Next up, Eva.
Hi, hello. I am Eva, she, her pronouns, and I am playing, at least for the next couple minutes, Winnie, your sea elf alchemical artificer / itty-bitty bard. Both itty-bitty in that she's only a little bit of a bard, and also she's super short. And yeah, that's me.
So small.
So small.
So small. Almost as big as her homunculus.
Yeah.
So close in size in that artwork.
She's been casting enlarge every day on him.
That's so upsetting. Speaking of artwork, Mikyl.
Hey, fam. 100%. Like, each version of Jeffrey has gotten larger. So, you're welcome.
He is no longer little Jeffrey. He is he will
Mid-sized
someday be
Jeffrey.
Big Jeff. Yeah.
Big Jeff, no.
Big Jeff.
Oh, no.
He is very close to middle Jeff.
Well, hi, I'm Mikyl, he, him pronouns. I'm playing Proximus, also he, him pronouns, your Triton Shadow Sorcerer Paladin of the homebrew Horizons Call Oath of the Guardian.
Fantastic. And a special thank you to Michael for the artwork that you see on your screen, as well as the artwork that you see on many Sword and Key programs. Very much appreciate. You can check out all of Michael's stuff on his Instagram. Mikyl Sand Oval is how I've learned to say it now. Which Sand Oval feels appropriate for this game. I'll just say that. You can also check out our Discord. There's a dedicated channel for all of his artwork there as well. Last but not least, Kaila.
Hi, hello. My name is Kaila. I play our Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlett Shores, who uses she, her pronouns. I myself also use she, her pronouns. And let's go dungeon diving.
Let's go dungeon diving. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody hands in. It's going to be great. Okay, well, Eva, I believe you have the recap for this week. So,
What?
the
Nobody
floor is
told me
yours.
that.
I literally yelled it to you from the next room.
All right. So, look, in retrospect, we don't actually have to be here. This is a choice we made. And I think at some point we will all have to deal with the consequences of that. But here we are, 3 hours in real world time, 2 hours in game time, and we have gone, what, 2 hallways in a room? Is that what we've decided? Yeah, maybe 2 rooms, depending on how you're counting. An entryway? Is an entryway really a room? One has to wonder. Anyway, Winnie might be suffering some after effects of some gross poisonous gas type stuff. Who's to say? It's probably fine. We did a lot of stuff, but also see earlier mention of 2 hallways and 1 room. We rode an elevator. That was fun until it almost crushed us into the ceiling. We kind of rifled through some of... Look, we're trying to rescue Ogden, Ironback, and we might have gone through his stuff to see if there was anything useful. Basically, what we're doing is we broke into his house, which is more of a mansion, so, like, really, you know, there's no ethical rich people, right? So that part's probably fine, right? We broke in. He's been trapped in his own vault, and if you're, I'm sorry, but if you have a vault, like a personal vault, you probably shouldn't mind if people, like, go through your sock drawer and borrow a hat or something. Also, don't keep hats in your sock drawer. That's not what they're for. They're for socks. Anyway, so we made it through the house and eventually found, like, the front door of the vault. And we made it inside. Yay, we won. It was fine. And there was a statue of Ogden, and it spoke to us, which was... Some of us found it a little more obnoxious than others, but it is probably going to get really old really fast. And it basically said, look, you could leave and be rich, or you could keep going and die. So, of course, we kept going, I guess. And there's little notes scribbled over all the doorways. Probably, I think we decided from Curio, who couldn't tell us what exactly the deal with the vault is, but Acacia's dad did make it out at one point. So I think he was doing his best at the time. I think, hey, Acacia, was your dad alive or the way he is now, when he came through here? Like, he was
He was a Warforged.
Yeah, okay. So, like, this isn't what, like...
No.
Yeah.
He's been a
that's what I thought.
wood and metal for a very long time.
I was pretty sure it was like, yeah, okay. I just, you know, did he mention if he had to get a new body after this? Because maybe that was something that we should have asked.
No,
yeah.
because he went immediately right to the icebox.
Jail. Yeah, okay. That's also not great, but better for us. So there's already been like 2 traps, one of which was like a rolling ball that we didn't quite solve the puzzle of, but we survived it, and I think that's ultimately as good. And then there was a circular room that, yes, almost killed us with a whole bunch of gas. There were 12 doors, and we came in through one, and then we left through the same one, but it put us into a different hall with no spike pit and ball. So, who knows where we are now. But we took a little break and had a little water and some snacks. And now we are up to right now. And now I am just narrating in real time, and everyone's looking at me kind of funny.
He's just talking out loud at this point. Yes, you all find yourselves in a hallway, having exited the last room that you have passed through. Let me pull up my little dungeon map. Okay. Yes, the last room that you passed through, you saw yourselves destroyed by traps, only to find that instead it was only an illusion, and you instead found yourselves in a room full of doors, and all of which seem to have a noxious gas behind them, except for the door that you came through. You open that door to find yourselves in a different hallway, now with stone carvings into all of the walls. Again, this is not a, like, ragged dungeon. This isn't a cave. This is, like, the train station in the early 1900s. I mean, there are, like, chandeliers, there are lit candelabras, there are wall sconces. It is well lit in here. There are numerous carvings into the stone itself, which depict a variety of great battles and sea voyages and all different things like that. You kind of came to a plateau of sorts where the slope that you had kind of gotten used to really flattened out. Terminating at this point, you found a staircase that you have not yet traversed down. Staircase goes down about 50 feet, roughly, and has a very ornate looking carpet that extends outward almost like something a very wide staircase, I should note, probably about 20 feet wide, something that you might see in like a grand ballroom that people might traverse down. It has a sloping ceiling that is high enough, but it comes down to a point where you cannot see much further ahead. You can only see like the landing of where this staircase would be, maybe about 15 feet, and then you can't really see what's beyond that point. And you all decided to have a little break and sit at the top before you went down the stairs.
Just out of character, since we did take a short rest, both Pass Without Trace and Locate Creature have been spent. They've timed out.
Okay. Still pretty confident you're on the right track, though. Maybe just checking your Locate Creature right before. Absolutely. But yes, not as sneaky as before. So, where are we going? Forwards, backwards, upwards, downwards? Just gonna run into the rock wall a bunch of times.
Are we ready to get going soon? Keep going.
I'm ready if need be.
Yeah. I guess about as ready as I could be.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm not like 100%. But I feel better about what we're going into, I guess. Whatever we're going into.
Scarlett?
There's only one way to go.
All right.
I don't particularly want to go backwards, so.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I wonder if we're gonna have to go backwards on the way out, or if there's like a door that we could get out.
What I'm hoping is that
Hopefully we'll have Ogden and
Exactly.
it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that was the reason why we're here.
I'm hoping that he literally has an off button for literally every single trap, and we can just walk back the way we came.
And if he doesn't, I have a lot of questions.
What if it is him monologuing back to himself that disarms the traps?
I will polymorph him into a fucking rat. If that's the case.
A question though, like if he could do we think there's only the one way out? Because if he could just get through everything, like why would he stick around here?
He's locked in his vault. I'm assuming he can't
Did
get out.
he lock himself in his vault?
Right,
Or
but
did-
that's what I'm
No, I
saying.
think he
If
was
he's-
locked.
Yeah, if he had like bypasses, like he's got to still be in here for a reason, and not like having
Right.
used all his special skills and codes and stuff to get back out and like raise a little Ogden army, or just
One-
skedaddle, whatever he's doing.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah. Hey, your like Ogden sense only works if he's alive, right? Like it wouldn't be like
Yes,
yeah, okay.
the creature needs to be alive.
Yeah.
Yes,
Otherwise, it would be
And you-
locate object.
correct.
Oh,
And you did
that's true.
speak to him as well.
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
Like a week.
Yeah.
Locking
Are
up.
we walking and talking, or is this?
Walking.
Probably
talk.
getting maybe like packing up camp and then walking
Yeah.
over them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you all have moved down the stairs.
Baldur's Gate 3 putting your armor back on? After
I'm
One hour
walking-
later.
I'm keeping an eye out for dad notes as we continue.
Okay. Yes, I would say that there are no dad notes necessarily here. Okay.
Yeah.
So moving forward then.
Moving forward.
You all begin to move your way down this hallway, again about 20 feet wide. What is marching order? Technically, Acacia takes up 10 feet, so there could be 2 people next to Acacia if Acacia's in front. Otherwise, it could be all 3 of you, then Acacia. So what's the marching order look like?
Does anyone have any preference? I don't have locate object anymore, so it doesn't matter. We're a locate creature on, so it doesn't matter where I go.
Right.
And I have no preference.
I,
So if people want me first, I can go first, but
I mean, you're tall and wider than Winnie, so she's. You
I can
know,
go in the back.
I meant you could clear cobwebs and stuff, but sure.
Thanks.
But we can't
Thanks,
see
Winnie.
We can't see past her, so I can go first.
Yeah, I'll go in the back.
Okay. Winnie was fine being second, but if Scarlett's really attached to it, that's fine too.
Just don't want to be in the back.
Watch too many scary movies.
Sorry. Okay, so it's Proximus, Scarlett, Winnie in the front.
Proximus, then
opposite.
Winnie, then Scarlett, then Acacia.
Sounds like single file.
Okay, we're moving single file. Okay. In that case, as you begin to move down the stairway, I'll say Proximus, you'll be the first one to kind of notice this. Although it might be with the perception that Acacia and Scarlett and Winnie have, you might actually be kind of one of the last ones to realize this. It's when you're about 15 feet down these stairs, you start to notice that, like, your feet, you're having a tougher time picking one up, moving them down, almost like you've stepped in gum. And it's when you take that next step, you almost fall forward. If you want to give me a dexterity saving throw, in fact, all of you, if you want to give me dexterity saving throws to make sure you don't fall forward, Acacia, you have advantage on this because you are 4-legged.
Hey. It's
five.
Michael, how
Plus
many
5.
feet do we have to be? Oh, how many feet do we have to be within though?
10 feet.
You would be within 10.
Okay.
That gives Winnie a 15.
I
Like-
apparently have advantage on Dex anyway.
Mine's a
Okay.
17.
32.
That's news to me.
Goodness.
I just haven't paid attention to things.
I got a 17 and I have a
That's better.
plus 10.
19.
Great. Winnie, you begin to fall forward. How do you catch yourself? Do you put a hand out in front of you? Are you just letting the Lord take you? Are you having little Jeffrey catch you? Like, what does it look like as you go to catch yourself?
I mean, I really have too many lords to like pick in the heat of the moment.
Quite a
So,
few, yeah.
I think I would have little Jeffrey like try and grab my hand from behind me or next to me and pull me back.
Okay, and pull you back. Okay.
Well,
Why don't you give?
You said I was falling forward, right?
You are falling forward. Yeah. Okay, then I will need a dexterity saving throw from little Jeffrey.
Oh no, but he's so little.
He is, in fact.
Okay. I guess I should But he also gets +5, right? He counts. Does that count? I don't know.
Yeah, he gets +5. Yeah, he's an ally.
He is. He is an ally.
Little Jeffrey has all the little like trans rights or human rights stickers, and yeah.
Just has a rainbow streaked across his back. Okay, so
Love him.
11.
He's an
16,
ally.
I was made this way. He's got
Eight.
that. Yeah.
I was me.
18 for our
18.
favorite ally.
I will need that at disadvantage because he is assisting you.
Oh. Okay, my flash of genius stacks with Proximus's.
Reasonably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use that as my reaction in terms of like, oh no, little Jeffrey, I'm falling, help me.
Sure. Yeah, I think if you were gonna, like, it's
Oh.
hard to get that out as you go to fall forward, like, but you
It's
could do like an
so-
oh shit, you know.
This one's much better. Which means, what did I have before?
You had an 18 before.
Okay, yeah, because I just
Okay.
rolled 15, so 18
Okay.
is the lower number.
You all find yourselves stuck, like glue stuck. Your feet are impossible to remove from the carpet as you realize that you are now glued. It's an adhesive. You are glued to this carpet, which is not made of cloth. It is made of some sort of incredibly sticky substance. Winnie, you have barely managed keeping your hand from getting stuck as you fall forward, as little Jeffrey has pulled you back. However, little Jeffrey has also ended up stuck. So, as the five of you now find yourselves planted, I will also need, as a magic circle begins to appear above you on this slanted roof, I will need, I believe it's a wisdom saving throw, but I need to double check that.
Can I just ask
Magic
real quick?
circle.
Is he still stuck even though he flies?
Yes, because he got stuck helping you.
Okay.
Yes, he is not like badly stuck. He is kind of like stuck on his back feet as well.
Okay.
That's one. Go. It is. I'm sorry. It's a charisma save. Charisma saving throw, please.
Okay, I don't like that.
No, I'm gonna use one of my advantages. The advantage I literally just gave myself.
I'm gonna use my inspiration before I forget to use it.
You're muted, Michael.
I was just saying, oh yeah, I have my inspiration from last. I need to use it.
I only got a 17 with Proximus's thingy.
Oh
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I got a 27.
27 here as
I had to do
well.
math. I had to
Okay.
do math in my brain. It's a +15 for my charisma. So
Woody, what about you and little Jeffrey?
I had 21, and you said this was just like there's no advantage or disadvantage.
No, this is just a charisma save.
Okay. So little Jeffrey has a 14.
Okay.
Oh wait, what kind of creatures does this spell affect?
All. This
Okay.
is
Never mind.
this is not a
Oh,
zone of
I forgot
truth.
smoke as well.
You all find yourselves in a zone of lies. Acacia, Jeffrey, and Winnie have all failed. Scarlett and Proximus, you succeeded, meaning you can tell truths or lies. However, Winnie, Acacia, and Jeffrey may only tell lies.
oh,
Well, this is great.
When that happens, another thing happens. As you all watch down at the very bottom of the stairs, the very terminus point at the bottom of the stairs, a pedestal rises out of the ground and seemingly opens up. It reveals a vial of some sort of liquid at the very bottom. And you also watch as out of this pillar, on all four sides of this rectangular pillar, 4 flying swords emerge as well, each gleaming with elemental damage. We are going to roll for initiative as you all try to figure out how to get out of this.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
The Zone of Lies, does that only affect verbally? Does this affect mentally through the mind link?
I'm basically gonna, I'm sorry.
Any
I'm going to consider this a direct like inversion of the zone of truth.
Okay.
So, let's see. Cannot speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether a creature.
But I also don't know. I don't know what it does, so I wouldn't think to use one or the other. So.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to say that like, I think mentally you might be able to think the truth, but as you go to convey information to someone else, it is going to come out as a lie. So everyone is stuck to the carpet. Only Winnie, Acacia, and Jeffrey are affected by the Zone of Lies. And if I could get rolls from everyone. Initiative 16 for Acacia.
Smokey's are out also.
For Scarlett.
Do you want me to roll Dex for him also?
Yeah.
I mean, he can't speak, so
he won't speak. So yeah, if you Smokey won't be able to tell truths or lies. But if you want to roll for Dex to see if he gets stuck. Or I guess that to see if he could fall is the thing. He's going to be stuck if he walks on the stairs.
Right.
And he does have 4 legs. I give Acacia advantage if you want to give him advantage as well.
Okay. Not much better. 16.
Okay. Yeah.
So
he does not.
he doesn't fall.
He does not fall. And Winnie. Okay. The flying swords are first. They're going to fly towards all of you and take some attacks here. So let's see. You each, main characters, are going to take an attack. This is going to be first at Scarlett. That is only a 14 to hit. At Proximus, that is a 17. At Acacia, that is a 22. And at Winnie, that is only a 17. So I believe Acacia is the only one getting hit on this one. So, Acacia, you are going to take. Let's see. You're going to take 17 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
As a flaming sword comes slashing at you. And it is your turn then. You may absolutely attack this sword. You may try to free yourself, or again, there is the vial at the bottom of the stairs, which has not been identified yet.
I am actually I'm gonna equip my shield.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think that's a good thing to have right now.
Sure.
I got attacked by a fire one. Yeah, these are kind of a problem. I think I'd like to try and attack it first. Smack, smack.
Go for it.
I'm going to use my Dragon Slayer short sword, which is a dirty 20.
Yep, that'll definitely hit.
And someone else is within 5 feet of me, so I'm going to use, I have sneak attack. How many sneak attack do I have right now? 2d6, so it's going to be 3d6. Uh, 12 points of damage. Yeah, 12
I'm sorry, how many?
12 points of damage, I think.
12 points. Okay, perfect. Yes, you strike at this this blade, chipping it a little, but it remains flying and engaged with you. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, so I think I can also do this. Where is it? As a bonus action, I can expend a use of my wild shape to take on a starry form. So I'm gonna use one of my wild shapes, and my body does change into like this, all over like matches my hair, very incandescent, sparkly, and I'll I make a ranged spell attack with an archer. So,
Okay.
so I'm using one of my wild shapes. This is fine. A 9 plus 7.
And you're targeting one of the swords?
Yeah, the sword that is attacking me.
Just barely misses. AC of 17.
Oh, fuck, okay. So I miss. That's okay.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that is it.
Does your starry form give you any form of, like, are you still a physical being?
I'm still a physical being, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Scarlett, it is your turn.
I can't tell if there's a source to the swords, correct?
The swords came out of the pedestal. I mean, as far as you can tell, these are creatures. They technically are. They are technically construct creatures.
I also give illumination for a 10-foot radius and then additional 10 feet. So I'm very sparkly.
Okay. Yeah, I think Scarlett would be familiar at least with the concept of a flying sword. It's just a sword that is given a sense of animation to attack.
Yeah. I want to try to cast the spell magic on one of them.
Okay. Let's see. Actually, it has a thing for that. Well, great.
Great.
okay.
I'm so happy.
Yeah. What level are you casting Dispel Magic at?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Actually, what is your spell save DC? I should ask that. That is what I need.
my spell save DC is 18.
18. Okay. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw against the caster's spell save DC or fall unconscious for 1 minute. That is only a 13 plus 0. Which one are you targeting? The one that's closest to you?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So you watch a sword that is crackling with electricity, literally just grow inert and fall into the glue of the stairs, just literally getting stuck there just like you. Anything else for your turn?
Just, ha!
All right. Cool. Next up, Proximus.
We made we made a bargain on this specific spell, so we'll see if it works.
Okay.
Proximus grabs his glaive and readies it. He is going to use 2 sorcery points to do a hasten spell, and he is going to Shadow Guardian, 10th form, Whirlpool Warp, and Vortex Warp using with the fire sword. So if there's a flame sword,
That's the one that's fighting against Acacia.
and he is going to switch places, remembering that Smokey is out, so that's a Constitution 18 saving throw with disadvantage because of the Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay, so the sword needs to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Correct.
I'm sorry, what's the DC?
18.
18. Rolled 5 plus 0, so I did not succeed on that.
And then I will do a saving throw so that I don't get stuck in another plane. And we will switch places. So I'll be right next to Acacia. And the
Okay.
sword will be stuck in the ground. And I will be flying.
Okay. Let me double check one thing because I love teleportation for this. I just want to make sure that this is. Okay. It doesn't necessarily say one way or another, but this is technically sovereign glue. This is a legendary item. It says that typically you cannot get out of it without universal solvent, an oil of etherealness, or a wish spell. I like the idea of teleporting. What I'm going to say is this will be a Constitution saving throw to see how much of you is left behind.
Ooh. That's a natural 20
Okay.
for that
then-
one. So that is 28.
Then you succeed. Okay.
And then it is a dirty 20 for the 12 plus 8 for the Constitution, so I don't get stuck in another plane.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you succeed on both then, so I will not give you any damage for that. And you find yourself now flying next to Acacia with the flaming sword, beginning to burn the carpet, I should note, as it is not inert. So that will now be something, as well as your party members are still stuck. But you, at least, are freed. Is there anything else for your turn?
That's my bonus action. So
Okay.
my action, what's the closest sword to me from Acacia?
Let's see. You took out the Acacia one. Next to Acacia was Scarlett or Winnie? I've already forgotten the marching order.
Yeah, Winnie was in front of her.
Okay. So then that would be the sword that's closest then. And we can say that one is I've literally just forgotten all of my damages. That one's giving off a type of frost damage to it.
Okay, I'm going to move towards that one and take 2 swipes with my glaive.
Okay. Dueling midair.
Oh, 18 and a 19? Are you kidding me? That's
Okay.
29. No. I think it's plus 9. No, my glaive is plus 11. So that is 30 and 29 to hit.
30 and 29 both hit. Absolutely.
And
Ava, you good? You just look like you saw the face of God.
16 points of damage for 1 hit, and that is 12 points of damage for the second swipe.
Very nice. Okay. You have bent this blade somewhat, but the cold damage still emanates from it.
Okay.
Anything else for your turn?
No, just testing it out. I don't know if I need to waste a Divine Smite yet. Take
All right.
that, you frozen sword.
Winnie, it is your turn. You and little Jeffrey are stuck. Proximus is hovering next to you, fighting the sword that has tried to attack you. And you cannot tell the truth. What would you like to do? You're muted, by the way. Zoom muted.
Oh. Why? Would
I don't
be a
know.
thing? Gross. Okay, so the electric sword is stuck in the carpet still, right?
Inert.
Inert. Oh, I actually wrote inert.
Yes, the electric sword is unconscious for a minute. The flaming sword is stuck in the carpet, but active and burning towards you. And then you have the cold sword, which is, I realize, sounds like cold sore, which Proximus has engaged next to you. And then there is, I suppose, the one that Proximus was fighting against, which is giving off a necrotic vibe.
Gross. Okay. I am unable to say that, so I'm going to give little Jeffrey a little high five. And you said teleport, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna I can't do my usual like heal click.
No.
But it's not actually how the spell works. So Winnie's gonna like try and do her heal click and activate her boots regardless.
Okay.
And that'll teleport me back up the stairs to where I've been before I fell. I
Okay.
can go as far back as 15 feet, so
Okay.
If
So
if I can
15,
get somewhere unoccupied.
15 was like just the top of the stairs. Like you had just gone about 15 feet is what I said with Proximus.
Okay.
So
I just
I
want to
will
be not
need
on the carpet. Is
the Constitution saving throw.
yeah. Ooh.
Plus, well, I guess I'm not. Well, I am close to her. Am I?
Are you?
Within
You're
10
right
feet?
next to her. You're right next to her. Yeah.
Yeah, so +5.
I guess it kind of depends on if it's at the start of the teleport or after.
It would be
Right.
the removal of the band-aid. Yeah. You being the band-aid.
Okay, well it's 23 if it's at the beginning.
Oh.
It's 18 if it's not.
Okay.
Um.
Winnie, then you are going to take half damage,
Okay.
which you are going to take 26 points. Of
That's half.
that is half. It was 53. Because you are literally ripping your feet out of the
Yeah.
most adhesive thing
My bad.
known to the material plane.
My bad ankles.
So that is we'll call
no.
that slashing damage.
Yeah, from the top of the stairs, I think everyone can hear Winnie say, "This is great. This is so good. I love this. Wow, I'm doing fantastic. Love this for me.
I love it too, Winnie.
Cool.
Great.
Great. That's my bonus action. Nope, it's the truth. I will say it this way. That was my bonus action. If I... small campfire. I'd like to try and use prestidigitation to snuff the carpet around the...
I'll consider that. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
I'm
Okay.
probably not the sword itself, but like, I want to
No,
mitigate.
then, yeah, you cannot snuff away like
Yeah,
a
no.
fire giant, but sure, you can get rid of the flame that is creeping towards Scarlett. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that then. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it for me. Winnie's gonna have a little breather, possibly a panic attack. We'll see. Stay tuned.
With two swords able to continue on, I will say the flaming sword has burned away what carpet it could have ignited. There's just stone beneath, so it is going to be. Actually, I guess if it's burning away the carpet, the flaming sword is back up. So there will be three swords. Then one is still stuck. So the swords are going to take their attacks on who's closest. The cold sword attacking Proximus. The flaming sword will go out against Acacia, and then the necrotic sword will go after Scarlett. So that's going to be a hit for Scarlett. That is a miss for Acacia. That is a hit for Proximus.
I would like to use I'd like to use my reaction to use one of my cosmic omens.
Okay.
So whenever a creature I can see within 30 feet is about to make an attack roll, blah, 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 I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and subtract that number from the total. So I'd like to try and help Scarlett not get hit.
Okay. Yeah, it barely hit Scarlett, so absolutely.
Remove
What is
2.
that misses on Scarlett then. Okay. Proximus, you are going to take I just clicked past the rolls, so let me just do it again. 32 points of cold damage.
I am also resistant to cold damage, so
Cool.
I'll take half.
So you can, half that.
What is that? What was it
16.
for originally? Oh, 16. Okay.
Yeah, just 16 points of cold damage.
Nice.
Cool.
I'm glad I'm fighting this one.
Yeah. And Acacia, it is your turn.
I would like to try and move and unstick myself.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I haven't done any investigation checks on it.
Yes, I will say any attempt to move will immediately fail unless you have something magic you would like to do.
Okay, so I just struggle for a second. There's some
All
cursing.
four hooves, yeah. Like, as strong as Acacia is, it's got to be pretty frustrating that you can't even, like, remove your feet from this carpet.
There's some cursing. And then I will try and hit the sword again.
Okay.
You know what, Scarlett? That was a terrible idea. And then I will try to smack it again onto the floor with my
Go for
shield. I have no clue. I don't know what shield would fall under. I'm sorry.
It feels like there should be a shield bash thing in D&D, and
There's not an official. There's not like
I
a
thought
general
it was
one. There's like
shield master. Is
There's
that
like an-
Yeah, I
the
think-
feat?
there's
I
like a
think you
feat.
can get something for it. Let's see. You know what? Gladiators actually have a shield bash, so let's see what they do for it. They consider their shield bash to be
It's just a strength.
2d4 plus strength. So if you just want to roll a
Nice.
strength attack, and it'd
Ooh,
be
I forgot you got the belt of.
I do. I
Shield
am
giant
proficient, so
strength.
it is going to be a plus
Yeah.
9 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
so +9 to hit, reach 5 feet, and 2d4 plus your strength, and it's bludgeoning damage.
Crit.
Fantastic. Okay.
So my goal is to try and like knock it onto the floor.
Okay.
So I'll do 4d4 plus strength. $15.
15.
The goal is to
Uh,
try and hit it onto the ground, though, not necessarily do damage. But I'll take the damage.
Yes. What is your overall strength score?
21.
21. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna consider the DC.
Mhm.
To it only has a +1, so it'd have to roll a 20. Rolled 5. Yes. Once again, the flaming sword is knocked down onto the carpet and is stuck there. Once again, it only has a little bit of hit points left, but it's still active technically. Acacia, anything else for your turn?
I don't know if you would consider this like an actual like action, but can I like I don't know, maybe start trying to cut the carpet with a dagger? Because there's
Sure.
stone underneath it, like around my hooves.
So you're gonna try to reach down and start cutting with the dagger?
Yeah, like I guess
Okay.
it'll technically get stuck, but like I'm just trying to.
Yeah, I would say the second that the dagger touches the glue, it's immediately stuck and unusable.
I can't. Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh well.
Can I call across? Acacia, I don't have any idea how to fix that.
Thank you, Winnie. It's appreciated.
Oh. Oh no.
Scarlett, it is your turn.
I would like to I would like to use sorcery points.
Okay.
To twin dispel magic and take care
Okay.
of the other two swords.
Okay.
At least temporarily.
Yeah. Okay. With that, then, you only have that +0. They need to get something ridiculous. What's your DC?
18.
18. Okay. Right. Yes, both failed. Both were single digits. So you watch as the other swords become inert and unconscious, all falling to the carpet. Okay. They're inert for a minute. The other one has less than a minute. We're going to stay in turn order as you try to figure out how to get out of this. So, Scarlett, is there anything left for your turn?
No.
Okay. Proximus.
Okay. So the frost sword fell to the ground.
All the swords are inactive
on-
at this point. Yep.
Okay. I am going to hasten another spell, firebolt at the frost. Does it do any additional damage since it's a
It does
cold
not.
sword? Okay.
I appreciate the ask.
Yeah. Oh, nice. 14, 24.
Okay. Yes. Since it
fire
is
damage.
down, you blast this thing at the carpet, and you watch as like there's a char that goes across it, but the sword still seems to be intact, still unconscious. I mean, hard to tell with the sword, but I will let you know that it is not destroyed.
I'm gonna swipe at it. Well, Actually, so where is the so that's my bonus action. Where is the vial you said?
It's at the very bottom of the stairs. So probably about 40-ish feet from you.
Okay, I want to fly and grab the vial. Is it stuck to the floor, or it's on a pedestal?
It's on a pedestal. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to, because I can use my 40 feet of fly to get to it and pick it up with my action, and then that's all I got.
Okay. All right. So you are picking up the vial?
Yeah.
Cool. Once you do, you see that it is the pedestal that it's sitting on. There's a depression, and you start to hear clockwork moving in the walls around you as panels begin to open. Winnie, what would you like to do for your turn?
I really mucked this one up. Sorry,
Winnie
guys.
has something she really wants to say to Proximus, but she's distracted. She's gonna bite her lip and not say what she wants to say because she can't say it. And she's gonna do a test and hope she doesn't fuck this up. She's gonna prestidigitate a little fire under little Jeffrey's little feetsies and try and burn the carpet away from his little footsies and have him fly up if he does get free.
Can you create a flame with prestidigitation?
You can light it or snuff it out up to the size of a small campfire, and he is canonically not as big as a large campfire. He's small campfire sized.
Okay. I still hesitate to give little Jeffrey damage since you are literally setting his feet on fire.
No, but I did take that into account.
Okay.
I do have mending, which is what heals him. And also, you're welcome, Acacia. I almost forgot I could test this on little Jeffrey first. I was just going to set your feet on fire and hope for the best.
2d6. I'm going to have you roll to damage your son.
My baby boy! That is a 5 total.
Okay, so little Jeffrey takes 5 damage.
Ooh, he's hefty. Okay.
I feel like if I was, you should take psychic damage equal to what you put your flame on. I light my son on fire. Wait, what?
Winnie's not doing super great right now, so let's not give him ideas. Okay. Little Jeffrey's doing fine. He is free. That is my action, and I don't think I have, yeah, I don't have anything else I would like to do at the moment, aside from saying to Acacia, I'll forget about you. And then
Fantastic.
She bites her lip again, and she's like,
Okay, flying sword still inert. Acacia, we're back to top of the order with you.
Well, I'm Googling something because do horse hooves catch fire?
It would not be good. It's like a fingernail. Just
okay.
thick,
I had
so.
to. I had to ask.
But
okay.
They can withstand some heat because that's like you just put a hot horseshoe on them that's been in a forge. But yeah, it depends on the temperature, to be honest.
You hear a loud groan from Acacia. And Derek, I sigh, especially with all of like the mechanical stuff starting up. I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Okay.
And I want to start trying to burn the carpet around my hooves.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll the damage for Produce Flame times 4.
Well, would it be times 4?
I was going to consider for each of the hooves.
You know what? We're going to just start with 1.
Okay.
That's what we're going to do. That's a lot of damage, so I'll take some damage. It's fine.
Okay.
Does one of them come off?
Yeah. As you burn away from the hoof, you have burned away part of the carpet, and you're free to hoof.
Straight up burning iron directly on the hoof. Absolutely fine for him.
But not anything else.
It's more the hair
And the-
that's
yeah,
singeing.
like,
Yeah.
Everything above the hoof, not great. Does Acacia have horseshoes on?
No.
She had her quiet hooves. Her
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I remembered.
Wait, I have my quiet hooves on. Can I do something else instead?
Yeah.
What's on the walls?
just like carved reliefs. Part of the walls have opened to revealed slots in the wall where you're not really sure what's inside those slots, but yeah, about a dozen of them on each side have opened up along the stairway.
I would like to retcon that and not
Sure.
do produce fame.
Yeah,
Instead,
I'm cool
I
with
would
that.
like to put my hands on the walls.
Mhm.
And I would like to use my second wild shape to turn into a monkey and slip out of my quiet shoes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yes. Now, as an ape, you are holding on to one of the slots in the walls.
And I would like to start making my way down to the other side, towards Proximus.
Yeah. What's your movement as an ape?
I am a monkey. I don't know. Monkey 5e.
Yeah, I think they use the
Stats.
ape stat block for monkeys.
I don't know, 40-ish, I think. I don't know if this is canon.
I'll check real quick. That
Yeah.
sounds about right. So you would be able to make it down. You'd be holding on to the last slot in the wall as you see Proximus holding the vial in his hand,
You know what?
still hovering
Baboon.
above the ground.
Baboon, 30
Baboon?
feet.
Okay.
There we go. 30
Cool.
feet climb.
Okay. So not yet there at the bottom yet. So, but still maintaining on the wall, which seems to be safe enough. All right.
My shoes.
Yeah, your little
Not gonna
quiet
miss
shoes.
those shoes. Y'all here in the Mayans link?
Cool. Scarlett, your turn.
Yeah. Is it just me still stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't need to do this carefully. It's just me. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the carpet.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely take that damage.
I can't use the careful spell myself. It says others.
That's bullshit that you can't.
It's spend one source allow up to 5 creatures to automatically succeed on saving throws. Granted, this isn't a saving throw. This is just an attack roll.
Yeah.
Boo.
I'll be fine.
What's 3d10?
That's
Whatever.
fine. 26 to hit.
Yeah, it's a carpet. You hit.
Yeah.
Hit
Proud
that
of
carpet.
you.
Yeah, we're doing great. This is 20 points.
20 points. Okay. I will say that that's going to count in feet. So as you burn away around you, there's still going to be the last essentially 30 feet towards the bottom of the stairs. But you find yourself freed here at the top of the stairs, with 20 feet of just stone steps beneath you. Proximus, it is your turn.
Proximus is not that smart. So he
Not.
would definitely know like that sound, and how far is Winnie away from him?
When he's at the
Is that
top of the stairs, so 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. I'm gonna double move. I'm gonna fly to her because I know
Okay.
that she is the one that would know what this file is.
Okay. All right. So
I
using,
don't use it the other way. Yeah, so I'll use my action and movement to get to
using your action
Winnie.
and dash. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Winnie, if you would like to do a check with your alchemist tools, you may absolutely determine what this is.
I would like to do that, yes, please.
Okay. Let's do a let's see. skill might this go into? We could say medicine or arcana even. This is a magical item.
I would like Arcana, please and thank.
Arcana works.
That doesn't count. I would like to use my advantage, please.
Yeah, you have inspiration for a reason.
I have inspiration from the recap.
You sure do.
I never add them to the thing, so okay, that's much better. That is Arcana, which is 22.
That's good enough.
Yeah, I was
Anything
like, am
above
I
that?
adding something for my alchemy stuff? But with just
Um,
Arcana, it's
so-
22, so.
Well, I'll kind of give you a 2 for here. I think you would reason that with the level of adhesive that you found on the carpet, it could really only be sovereign glue. And that this bottle, as you crack the lid on it and smell this intense alcohol burn through your nostrils, seems to be the universal solvent. The antithesis to sovereign glue, the thing that would free you from it. It only takes a couple of drops. It's a very effective solvent.
This is exactly what I was hoping for. I'm still in the zone of lies, right?
Yeah, you're still affected by the zone of lies.
In the mind link, Winnie is going to try saying, this is not what I thought it was. Because she thought it was going to be like a cure for the lying thing. And see how that comes out.
Yeah.
Same exact way.
It does.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we decided it was like just verbally speaking or if it also included the...
exactly what I thought it would be. I didn't think it would cure the lying thing at all.
Yeah. Great. Cool.
Would Proximus and Scarlett know that they are lying? We wouldn't.
I think in a zone of truth, you have to succeed on it. I think you both know that you succeeded on a spell. Yeah.
And Winnie is getting more and more sarcastic. Like, I don't think it affects tone. So, like, there's a lot more, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a smile on Winnie's face, but the eyebrows say, like, I'm so mad right now.
It's the malevolence.
Yeah,
It's just,
yeah.
like, gritted teeth.
It's a Midwest mom at the Kmart when the kid's been acting up, and she's like, I'm gonna beat your ass when we get home.
Sorry, everyone. You hear it in your mind. I messed this one up.
No.
Just slow down, stay right there, and then we can just chill.
Yep. I would love to chill and stay here for a while.
And I am so sorry, I forgot to do something in Proximus's turn. Scarlett and Acacia, if I get a dexterity saving throw from you, Acacia, because you are literally holding on to the thing that this will come out of, I will have the disadvantage.
Would I? Well. How are they coming out of the wall? Is there any way if I can like not stay like in front of? I can see holes. Can I be like off to the side, or I wouldn't?
Yeah. So the thing is like because like the only real thing to grip onto would be these slots that have opened up. You could absolutely like that's what the dexterity saving throw kind of is. I wonder even if apes have advantage on that because you could be off to the side. That's a reasonable thing.
Yeah. I still have my
Well,
mental
that's-
faculties, so I'm not gonna like stand right in front of the hole.
Yeah, you're a baboon.
Proximus looks exactly into the hole. What is this?
Oh no.
I know it's a trap. I know something's probably gonna come out of it.
Right.
Thanks. I'll make this a regular roll. That's fine. It's but yeah, dexterity saving throw, please.
16.
Okay.
Good for me. I'm a baboon. Ah, fuck. That is a 13.
Okay.
But I might use it if I get hit. Do I get hit? Can I use an advantage?
You do get hit if you would like to use an advantage. You absolutely
Okay,
may.
I'm gonna use it again. That's worse. It's fine.
Okay. It was DC 15. Scarlett, you are able to duck as these massive scythe blades come out of the wall and sweep over you, narrowly missing. Acacia, unfortunately, as a baboon, you're going to take 16 points of damage, which I believe will revert you
Yeah.
yes, back to a centaur, knocking you back into the remaining area of carpet.
Yeah. Is there any way I can like try and like throw myself somewhere closer to the end or out of the way of the scythes?
I think as you are returning back to centaur, and the only reason I'm going to say this is because you have reverted to a centaur midair way too many times at this point, that there's a level of experience that if you would like to do a dexterity check to see if you can somehow propel your horsey body down the stairs, there might be some falling damage.
That's fine.
But you could get out of the sovereign cliff.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of like, can I try and cling to the wall as a horse or the sides? And I'm like, this doesn't
No,
work.
my nightmares have enough. I don't need that.
Okay. Sorry. Is it a dex save or a dex check?
Let's
Or
call this a dex
acrobatics.
save.
Okay.
Let's call this a dex save as you are trying to maneuver midair a large equine body.
Okay, 29.
I'm gonna call it 29 good enough. You're just gonna take falling damage for those last 20 feet. So what is that? It's just 2d6. Yeah. So you are just going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as your horse body beaches itself at the bottom of these stairs.
She's just
Okay.
prone. I'm prone. I'm absolutely prone.
The timer has restarted as the scythe blades return in, and you hear clockwork working again. Winnie, was there anything else you wanted to do for your turn?
Lord. Okay. Everyone is free, correct?
Everyone's free.
Except for the shoes.
The shoes will be fine. I don't say that,
Shoes
but
will be fine.
I guess like, if you were going to burn up the shoes got burned up. Yeah. Or not burned up, but they were now freed from the fire. I don't think Acacia is going to be the one to grab them, but yeah, her clippy stoppies are just fine.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is like there's nothing keeping us here. There's a door on the other side of this.
So there's the rest of you're at the top of the
We get
stairs again,
smoky.
50 feet. There's 30 feet of
Nightmare.
sovereign glue remaining.
Oh.
So unless you could jump over that, and then there's the scythe blades, which are going to return at a certain point as well. So you need to get to the bottom of the stairs is what you need to do, and how you get there. Again, you could use the universal solvent, or you could also hold on to that for later. If you want to try to make that leap.
Well, I don't have
and
the
risk it.
solvent anyway, so I'm going
You
to.
Proximus handed it to you.
I handed it to you.
Oh, that's right, because I
Yeah,
checked it. I was
You
like,
have the solvent. I can carry you
It's
while
true.
I'm flying.
And there's Scarlett to worry about as well.
Right. You could drop the solvent.
Yeah, little Jeffrey could also helicopter it, you know.
That's true.
Yep.
hey, how that was worded. I'm sorry.
How Scarlett?
I meant a helicopter at a forest fire, but
I
I also
know what you
realized
mean.
I also realized that yeah, there's a Cupid statue kind of deal going on there
Whoa.
too.
Okay. What I was going to ask was, I assume so. Scarlett's cast firebolt, right? That was the
Scarlett cast firebolt.
bolt.
Yep.
Okay. And how much square footage did that clear?
It cleared 20 feet, so there's 30 feet left.
Okay. I would like to then, knowing that, also cast firebolt. To move things along, because I don't know if we're gonna need more solvent. I am holding on to it, so if anyone else would like some, it's there. And I'm going to scamper forward. And I hate it. I am going to I think that's
Okay,
That's it.
so
I'm
you've
gonna get as
identified the
close-
solvent. You've cast Firebolt,
Uh-huh.
which how much damage does a Firebolt do?
It does 3d10. You probably want that actual number, huh?
I do.
Do you want me to roll it?
I just want the damage. However, you can give me that damage.
Well, I was going to have D&D Beyond do the math for me, but apparently it's forbidden for me to...
I wouldn't recommend D&D Beyond. It's the slowest dice roller I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, no, I fixed it so that it's faster. Okay, so that's a 9 and a 6. Oh, jeez. Not my good die. So that's 15, 20.
Okay. 10 feet remaining of the carpet at the very bottom. You have moved 30 feet forward. Anything else for your turn? Anything you want Jeffrey to do?
I mean, it's force damage, so no.
Is Jeffrey moving with you?
Yes. Flying.
Okay.
Still flying.
Sure. Cool. With that, we are going to see Acacia. It is your turn.
Where does the zone of lies end? On the
It is essentially it's this hallway to give that to you. It's just you all have kind of just been affected by a spell that will wear off when you leave this area.
Okay.
You still probably hear, I almost said little Jeffrey, Winnie, grumbling about what a great day this is.
There's just incomprehensible groaning from Acacia on the floor, but I will cast Produce Flame and try and burn away any of like the closest remaining Sovereign Glue, 'cause I don't know how much is left.
Yeah, just that 10 feet. So if you
Yes.
want to
Start
give me
to just
damage for that.
continue doing that.
Cool.
Total damage is 8 damage.
I'm gonna call that good enough. I'm not gonna leave you with 2 feet left. 8 damage
You can
rounded
step
up.
over it. You can step over it.
Exactly. With the carpet burned away. Anything else for your turn, Acacia?
I stand up.
Proud, super proud. Acacia, you can see, and I guess Proximus could have seen this before, that towards the end of the hallway is a large set of double doors, which you presume to be locked, as they many have been up to this point. Scarlett, it is your turn. You are actually on the stairs already. Your full movement's not going to get you to the very bottom, but it will get you close. If you did want to dash, you would be able to reach the bottom.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and dash.
Cool.
I'm gonna also start looking at the lock, and I don't think I can start picking it till next turn, but I'm gonna start investigating it.
Sure. Proximus, at the top of the stairs, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think Proximus is going to dash. He'll fly down to the bottom.
Okay. With that, then, Winnie, being the only one remaining on the stairs, a dexterity saving throw from you and Jeffrey, please.
Am I still within 10 feet of Proximus, even if we're not on
No.
the stairs? Okay. So
Proximus just flew by you.
80 feet, yeah.
Oh, 80 feet, Jesus, yeah.
You do note that the sides are going to come out. I will give you both advantage on this to duck as you hear the mechanisms.
Does it count if Winnie's short? Kidding,
No.
I'm kidding. 21 for
tried.
Winnie, and... Nope. Little Jeffrey... I only remember one thing at a time, and it's his charisma. Dex is 18.
Great. Dodging out of the blades, you're able to not take any damage from them. Even though there are some made for halflings, you were able to just make a little, duck hop. Great. Winnie, I presume that you make it to the bottom of the stairs by the end of your next turn. So as you all find yourselves now at the bottom of the stairs, Acacia has already started inspecting the door. That is where we are going to take our break. So, stick around as you get to room 2 of 10. The hallways don't count. So, thank you all for joining us so far. Well, we will be back very soon. This is my mega dungeon. I'm so sorry. That's what you get for staying on a fucking island that doesn't pertain to the plot for 4 episodes. I'm just kidding. I love that. Stick around, pet your pets, do the things. We'll be back soon. Vast and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Horizons Call. I realize I have not changed the music since we went to break, so let's get something a little more hopeful here. I'm just kidding. No. Okay. You all find yourselves in front of a large set of double doors. Seemingly, the hallways, the passages have been getting wider and wider the more that you go along. Acacia, this actually has 2 locks on it that you note need to be completed simultaneously. So, whereas if you would just complete one, move to the other one being completed would reset the first one. So this is something where you'll need to either unlock both at the same time or have someone unlock with you.
Winnie!
I'm here. If I was able to grab the shoes, even if they're smoldering, I will hold them out with my little mage hand to Acacia.
And when I will note, you are still in this hallway in the zone of lies, so you are not here. You are not here.
I'm staying away.
As you say as you walk up.
Yeah.
I look at Winnie.
I thought you'd hate these.
I look at Winnie. I look at the locks. I drag you in front of the door, like to the left, and I'm the one on the right. And then I basically do this, and I'm just like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I motion, and then I motion at the locks. I give a thumbs up.
Winnie prepares her tools, and assuming a thumbs up is acceptable because it's spoken. I mean, we've got a whole.
A thumbs up isn't spoken. You can still.
Yeah. No, I meant the spell is a spoken. Oh, I had my d6s ready for something else.
Jeffrey's just looking at Acacia. I'm not confused at all. I understand. I'm loving this.
All right, and then I start working on the thing. Does Winnie understand me? Is the question.
Eva, acknowledge that Winnie understands you. Winnie is not going to say that out loud.
Okay.
No, she prepares her thieves' tools and eyes the lock and Eva, don't know exactly how lockpicking. I don't know if we're going on one in terms of like starting the picking process, or if there is like a point of no return, and that's where we're starting the countdown. But
more all over again. Rock paper scissors.
Winnie.
Are we going on 3 or like?
Do we go on rock paper scissors
go?
or rock paper scissors shoot? Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it.
I think at this point,
Acacia's
Acacia's like thinking like, how do I explain this? And then she just doesn't bother. We're gonna wing it.
Yeah, well, and Winnie
Timing
and Acacia have done their
That's always a great
stuff
idea.
so much, but I think they both know like their preferred methods.
Move Winnie's head in front of the locks, like stare at them.
Yeah. So.
And then there's this just weird charading for everyone else.
Fantastic. Yeah, assuming that setup is adequate. Sleight of hand plus proficiency, is that what we decided?
Is that how it is? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, let's go.
18 plus 15.
Ooh.
Okay. Winnie, what was yours?
36.
Okay.
Hold on.
Both are more than sufficient, and you hear the click of the locks, and the double doors are now unlocked, but still closed before you.
Looking for dad notes before opening the door.
Yes. Dad notes. Right above the doorway, you can see that Ogden is temperate, and I think that's the best word that I could apply to that he could apply to it. And again, it looks like he has tried to scratch out Like he has made a mistake, but only ends up underlining frantically the word temperate.
Temperate.
Proximus would like to look with his ethereal eye and see if there's anything that sticks out. You want me perception or anything?
Yeah. Yeah, you get about 30 feet. That's fine. Yeah. Wanna?
Ooh, that's a 17.
Okay. Looking around, you can see that like the walls, there's nothing secret behind any of the walls. There is a space behind the door. You do not pick up on any souls, nothing necessarily living in there. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, you'd maybe pick up on some structures. I think that you could possibly see those, but they're hazy in the ethereal plane. Yeah, nothing uncouth as far as you can tell.
I do point
I
to
am
my.
going-
Oh, sorry,
oh,
go ahead. No.
I just I'm going to ready my glaive and then stand right in front of the. Has anybody played well, this is so stupid. Has anybody played of course. Has anybody played Republic Commando? Like they breach a door, it's a 4-person squad, 2 people on either side. They open the door, they have 1 person that's ready to freaking shoot down the hallway.
Right.
That is exactly what Proximus wants to do. He wants to get there like ready. If anything comes through that door, he's gonna fucking go.
I love that. Winnie is on board. First, she is going to chug one of her potions of healing.
Yes.
Which
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
how's
I've ever done in this campaign. 44. Okay, I'm going to do that math in a minute. I would also like to cast Mending on little Jeffrey.
who's really hurt?
It's a cantrip. Like I can roll
Acacia,
2d6,
Scarlett.
but can I just I will just keep casting it until he's back to full. So do you want me to roll for it? I'm happy to. I just also think it's ridiculous on a cantrip.
That's no.
Yeah, Acacia does not look great. She's about 50%.
I'm going to say if you keep making Little Jeffrey bigger, it's going to be more mendings. That's what I'm going to tell you because it's only a foot of space.
No, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
I was just.
I'm more joking. I'm just saying stop making it bigger.
I mean,
for the love
it
of God.
is valid.
Stop making it bigger.
But because we have a pause, like if this was a mechanical turn, there's differences there. I would absolutely roll for damage. But okay, I will roll 44 here in a second. Little Jeffrey's healed. We'll just nod if there's direction given to her.
I will go up to Acacia before taking my spot and lay on hands 30 points of healing.
Less, thank you. Derek, what was the word again?
Yeah, it's temperate, which
Some
Discord doesn't recognize the spelling of.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe it's a
like in the sense of temperance. So he is, I don't want to mean necessarily sober. More in the sense of like self-control. We could say that okay, so there's temperance, there's intemperance, but temperate isn't a thing. And
yeah, that's why I was
me.
asking.
Okay. Let's say what's a better word? No, I don't like that one.
Restrained?
Let's say restrained. Yeah, not you. Yes, it's not exactly because it sounds like he's like chained up.
Exhibiting restraint.
Yes, Ogden has self-control. Let's go with that, or self-discipline even.
Yeah, we already know that's wrong.
Yeah.
He's gluttonous. He likes to take people. Yeah. He likes all the money and all the power.
Facts.
Little Jeffrey is removed of dings, and Winnie looks no longer bloodied.
Yeah. When he takes the plunger and pops out the dent in him, and the plastic reforms.
She just has one of those like car hood like repair kits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I'm a Mazda.
I didn't say
Anyway.
Out of all of the car brands.
His AC's 20?
Yeah.
I always forget this.
Yeah, because you enhanced his AC with
did.
the adamantium and the. Yeah, Mithril.
Love him.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna we busting in.
Okay. You kick in the doors, and as you do, you see an absolute room of beauty and opulence marred by death. Specifically, what you see is a like a ballroom, like a dining room, but for wealthy people. This is a C-shaped table in a room that is a banquet hall. That's the word I'm looking for, which sits within a rotunda. There are pillars all around the outside of this rotunda, which, as you now look through the door, you would be on the outside of these pillars. This C-shaped table within the rotunda of the pillars. Within this space, you can see that you could reasonably walk to the center of these tables. Hanging above at the center of this C shape is a massive chandelier, which is illuminated. You can hear music that is almost classical and passive with a sad note to it, which is playing here for no one but yourselves to hear as you look around the table and see skeletons sitting at almost every seat save one. At the head of the table, the point of this C, the opposite from the opening, there is a single seat that is left unoccupied. And I will note that there are 6 skeletons otherwise. All of them bear goblets or bits of food in their skeletal claws. And around the table is, to each of you independently, the most delicious food that you can conceive of. It is going to appear different for all of you. You might have some crossovers to your Venn diagram, but this table is set with, and it's fresh, it's not rotten, it smells freshly cooked, freshly baked. There's still steam coming off of what is hot, what is cold. You can still see where there's condensation on the outside of glasses that have ice in them. Everything here seems like freshly prepared for all of you, save the skeletons sitting in 6 of the seats.
I think the first. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I? Proximus is going to walk to the doorway, and then 2 fingers up to his forehead, and he is going to divine sense into the hallway. Locate any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet, and any hollow spell, or he would get a sense for it. Detect good or evil.
Yes. Again, I think that there is the evil of greed here, but there are no undead, there's no fiends, there's no entities here. And then again, I think that because you are in a vault, there is the evil of someone who is trying to take out thieves, and the evil of someone who is trying to be, gluttonous and greedy, as Proximus noted before. The food does not give off any sort of vibe to your divine sense.
Now, with my ethereal, am I able to see through any illusion?
The food is going to appear more mundane, I suppose, to your... I'm not necessarily sure what would appear as. It might lose a bit of its gleam and glitter to you, but
still the smell still smells like whatever.
Yeah, it might just be toned down. It might go from gourmet to 3-day-old McDonald's. You might see through the illusion in the sense that it is not as appealing.
Which still doesn't mold, everyone. So there you go. 3-day-old McDonald's does not mold.
Yeah, the way I'm trying to reason this is this would probably be if Hero's Feast had a lower quality version of it. It would be that plus some illusion, and that's what Proximus is picking up on.
I let everyone know.
First thing I do is I step through the door. I'm like, can I tell the truth now? My name is Acacia. I was born on Soteria. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
That was awful. I hated it. Can we not do that again?
Also, can we all agree this is probably a trap?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I don't believe any of
Oh, yeah.
these rooms are not a trap.
Also, dad notes say Ogden has self-restraint, which no.
No, that doesn't sound right.
But the last time he did this, it was like cross off and it was like honest, so it's like has no self-restraint. So that's what I'm gonna say it is. So what that has to
Right.
do with the room, I'm not 100% sure yet.
Maybe we need to have self-restraint
Probably.
As
because I am hungry.
as Acacia's describing the dad note, without even really looking, when he just kind of reaches over to little Jeffrey, grabs his hand as he's starting to kind of float up towards the chandelier.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. No, buddy.
So we're not gonna touch anything in here. We're gonna go to the next room. Okay.
Immediately.
Oh yeah.
So here's the problem with that.
Cool.
Do not see another door.
Trap doors. Trap ceiling.
Can I examine the skeleton at the head of the table?
For sure. Actually, I'm sorry. There is no skeleton technically at the head because again, there is where the C is like at the point of
Right.
there's an empty seat.
Empty seat, right?
Yes, and then there
I-
are 3 skeletons on one crest and 3 skeletons on the other.
Can I examine the seat there?
You may. Yeah, absolutely.
Because is there like, well, let me on perception check that
Yeah.
one.
Perception or
And-
investigation if you're looking for something specific.
My investigation is -1, but that is exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to use one of my advantages to roll. Advantage. Ha! Double 2s. Cool. Never mind. I didn't
Okay.
want to see anything.
Hi.
It's a really big seat. It is like a throne, and there's definitely a lot of like there's jewels inlaid into it. There's mother of pearl. There's gold. It's a very, very fine seat that has a cushion that you could sit on to be comfortable in this otherwise very rigid throne-like seat.
Is there a layer of dust anywhere? I think
No.
that's more what I was. Yeah. Okay.
How many
No, everything in
pillars
here
are we
seems
talking?
very clean. I'm sorry.
How many pillars are we talking?
12.
So, Derek, I would like to cast a spell, please.
For sure.
I take out my little thing that Winnie made for me, my little astrolabe thing,
Mhm.
and I'll let it hover in the air, and I'm going to cast Find Traps. Now, the Find Traps, I'm just going to assume that there's a trap, yes? Tells me if there's a trap present, but it doesn't tell me where. So you sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by an alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap. It would not reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unsustainable ceiling, or a hidden sinkhole.
Okay.
But there is a second part, which is the part I'm specifically casting it for.
Yeah.
The spell merely reveals that a trap is present. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature of the danger posed by a trap you sense.
So, I don't think that you do ping on any traps, which is the tough thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because there is another spell that is better used for the issue in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it necessarily qualifies as a trap because it's not something that, well, it is immediate once you engage with it. It is not necessarily something that is triggered in a way that a trap would be. Like, I don't think that Find Traps would detect a plot to assassinate someone. right? But that is an immediate sort of effect. And I apologize if we come back
Yeah.
around to this and it's like, I think that more qualifies as a trap. Where I'm standing right now, I don't think it necessarily does.
Okay. In that case, I look over at Winnie and Scarlett. So this... I'm not detecting any traps, but there is something weird going on here.
Oh, for sure.
Acacia, real quick, what is the range of your detect traps?
120 feet.
You definitely detect traps around you.
Great.
I lied.
Yes, just not in this room. They're not going to be in this room. It would be in whatever comes next.
Well,
Which,
within line of sight.
within line of sight, no. I'm sorry.
Okay, then no. Then I don't.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Are the skeletons armed?
With weapons, no. They are dressed in regalia.
But they have
They're
arms.
they do have arms. They are holding goblets and some of them seem to have bits of food.
Scarlett, you're able to cast detect magic, right? No? Who is it?
Me? Do you really want it?
No, yes and no. I'm just concerned that there's no I'm not pinging any traps, which is the concern, but there's something going on here.
I can also detect magic.
If I do it, it's gonna be like it'll end whatever magic there is. I can't do the I don't want to do the little one. I can only really do the big fancy one. So Proximus, if you want to do
Yeah, I can do the little one. I'll cast detect magic.
Okay. Again, you are going to ping on all of the food, which will appear as illusory and summoned. I guess it would be conjuration. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So conjuration magic, illusory magic, and then you would also ping on the center of the room, directly beneath the chandelier, which is a abjuration spell.
Oh, I share that with the party.
Look, not all of us went to college, okay? What's that mean?
You're asking the one with -1 to his intelligence?
You said the big fancy word.
Perhaps there's one other thing I think you might pick up on. There is the food itself gives off a necrotic sort of aura as well.
Do
Almost
not
like
touch the food.
almost like hidden beneath the
The illusion.
the illusory spell. And it is with that I will need a wisdom saving throw from all of you.
Ooh.
All right. I'm assuming we're still within 10 feet of Proximus.
Mhm.
Wisdom?
Ooh, 19
Ugh.
plus 11? Hell yeah.
Wow, dang.
that-
What? Sorry, you said was wisdom?
Wisdom,
That's a
please.
30. A dirty 30?
Dirty 30.
Wow. Does this include... I almost said little Proximus.
I got a
Please,
15.
Please.
Okay.
Oh my god. Does little Jeffrey have to roll?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I need a little proxy now.
And probably Smokey
Sorry.
should roll as
Oh,
well.
yeah. Let me
Winnie
see
has a
what his-
23. and
Sorry.
Little Jeffrey has if he gets the benefit of Proximus, it's 11.
11.
No, 12. I can't math.
Scarlett, what about you?
19.
Whoa. 17. 17 for Smokey.
Okay. Smokey, Acacia, and Lil Jeffrey.
Great.
Acacia, what is the most appealing food to you? What is the best thing that Acacia's ever had? Or maybe something she's never had? Like, what's her Turkish delight in Chronicles of Narnia speak?
Yes, I
So-
love that.
It's basically what I talked about during our Truth or Truth game, which is this, it's a nostalgia, it's a nostalgia food. It's a comfort food. This porridge with fruits and stuff in it, like that from back home with the herds.
almost unwittingly, it's in your hands. Like you know you picked it up, but it was almost like on autopilot, and the spoon is coming towards your
Yep.
mouth.
I'm about to eat it.
Yes.
Tasty, yummy.
Little Jeffrey is just gnawing on the table at this point, but like food's coming in. Smokey has found, I don't know, shadow kibble.
You could do better than shadow kibble.
A big old the flank steak. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like man. I don't know, I'll come back to it. The Raven Queen ordered it off Chewy. I don't know. Is anybody doing anything to stop Acacia?
Honestly, Winnie is probably distracted trying to pull little Jeffrey away from the table for a number of reasons.
Same with Proximus, probably busy with smoking.
Yes, that leaves me.
What's your strength score again?
+0.
Do it. Just bat it out of the centaur's hand. I dare you.
Literally, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna grapple Smokey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna whap. Just bring my hand down. Just no.
Scarlett, roll an unarmed attack against Acacia.
Oh, I probably put away my shield at this point. So
AC 17.
Why are you laughing? What are your attacks?
A straight
What
up
are my
roll,
attacks?
isn't
Nothing.
it? Just a straight up roll.
Especially because that's a nat 1.
So basically, it's like you.
Proximus, go ahead and contest against Smokey. Winnie, you may do the same for Jeffrey.
So Smokey has a +3 if you want to roll that, Derek.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just turn the off button for Jeffrey.
Just a 10 for
Jeffrey is
for
a
Smokey.
-10. Or
Okay,
no.
I got a 17.
Okay.
I'm not so strong one.
Little Jeffrey's
So you-
-3.
Yeah, you hold back Smokey. Scarlett, like
I just want to pick
trying
him
to
up.
touch. Scarlett trying to touch the net of the basketball hoop, just like whiffs at trying to hit the ball. Winnie, are you able to keep back little Jeffrey?
I rolled a 24 and he has
Yeah.
-3, so I don't know if you want me to roll or if you're gonna roll.
I don't think there's. Well, then he literally can't beat you, even though I rolled a 19.
Suck it.
Acacia.
Yeah, let's go.
Food touches your lips, and in that moment, the room just kind of the music stops. The lights flicker just a bit, and you hear Ogden's voice say, "I understand. Few can resist the temptation." Acacia, you are going to take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, I love that.
And you all would watch as the center of the room opens, almost like a portal, and it widens outwards to a set of spiral stairs that go downwards. Acacia, I will need another saving throw from you as you find the food, though it bound you with a point of exhaustion, incredibly enticing.
So good. Let's
And
go.
there's only the want to have another bite.
Just double checking what exhaustion does for disadvantage on ability checks.
Correct.
But it's not saving throws. No, not
Correct.
yet.
Can I call out and give Acacia my flash of genius +5 to the roll?
Sure.
So wisdom saving a throw again?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Gross. Bad. Drop it.
What would happen if
No.
I cast Dispel Magic on the food?
I thought you didn't have it.
Dispel Magic? Yes.
Didn't have detect
Oh,
magic.
detect.
I don't have
yeah.
Detect Magic. I have Detect Thoughts.
Yeah, you can
Does
cast
that
spell magic on
seem-
the food.
Okay, above 20, a 23 with Winnie and Proximus's assistance.
Great. With that, I think you are able to see through the illusion and put the second spoonful down.
Fuck.
You do not find yourself wanting to have more now, full of that exhaustion point. Scarlett, did you still want to dispel the magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just center it at the entire,
What is
like,
what is
the
actually in that
table.
bowl?
right?
I mean, it is conjured food,
Okay.
but it is, cursed a little bit. Scarlett, you cast a spell magic, and you watch as all of the food on this C-shaped table just like dematerializes, just becomes just atoms before you. All of it just whisked away back to the weave from whence it came. And the only thing left sitting on the table, but presumably beneath the massive turkey or platters, whatever else, you find a single mithril key.
Oh.
I should have done that earlier. I'm so sorry.
I'm so tired.
I was getting
I
very Lost
tried.
Boys vibes, so I
Yeah,
was like, please don't be worms.
Yes,
I
no, that's
Yeah.
I would like to cast Mage Hand and pick up the key.
cool.
Mm.
So that happens. You get the key. It's all yours. And you now have the spiral stairs leading downwards.
Acacia, do you feel okay? Just tired or
I'm just tired.
Just eepy.
just eepy?
I'm just a little eepy.
Do you need a little nap?
And angry. But that's just gonna be a constant until we're back out of here.
No, that's fair. Okay.
Can I kick the table when I pass by?
For sure.
One of the skeleton gets up.
Out of anger, just kick
Angry.
the table with my back
Yeah.
back legs.
Yeah, the table collapses into a couple of the skeletons who just fragment.
You think they're fake? Or do you think people actually died here?
People definitely died here. Whether if these are people, I don't know. I don't want to check.
I did not see
Ogden
them as
shops at
illusions.
Spirit Halloween.
He can do better.
I thought we agreed that he killed everyone who helped build it. Did I
We had a
just-
Joanne Fabrics go under.
Too real, Derek. Too real.
Pier 1 imports.
God.
All right, are we going down the staircase?
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm a little
I'll take
eepy.
point.
I'll go after,
I-
I guess.
And because of the past, I don't know, every room and hallway, he's gonna run the pommel of his glaive down the stairs before he takes a step on it. So it's gonna be super slow going.
So is Proximus in the front?
Yeah, I was taking
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I think Winnie's mage hand is gonna like thing down the stairs, like the next stair down. Actually maybe like next to Proximus. Or in front if you want, but like
Yeah, let's do that in front, and
Yeah.
then Spooky will be next to me.
yeah. So maybe like not the next like 2 steps in front of Proximus. So there's like some warning.
Okay.
So is that room 3 out of 10?
That's room 3 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Let's
job.
go.
You solved my food riddle.
We just
Don't eat
needed
it.
1 point of exhaustion.
That's fine.
We just needed to sacrifice.
God, just
one
imagine
person.
if I pass out.
No.
That's
Y'all are gonna have
No.
a hard
gonna take
time.
all the rest of us to lift you and carry you. Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Mostly
to
Proximus.
shrink you and make you a backpack.
Yeah, do we
We're
need to
just
go
gonna
back
take
to
your belt off and give it to Scarlett.
So do we need to go back to where Scarlett has a +0 to her strength?
No, but Michael had a really good idea. We'll give you my belt.
As long as I'm not
Mhm.
attuned to it, we're good.
Mm,
I don't remember.
Yeah, you do.
Just have to take a little break in the middle of a dungeon again.
Probably need one anyway.
I miss
It's
being a warlock.
fine.
I miss getting my spell slots back.
After a short rest, yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for
Tip
dad
tapping our
notes.
way down the stairs.
The stairs don't go on for very long. You can literally see the bottom. It's more just like kind of a little tunnel you're in. And you make it to the bottom where you find an open doorway, now about 15 feet wide. Again, tunnels are getting a little bit larger. If you refer to Roll20, you will see the map and what you find. This is a marble-clad room with different types of marble on the flooring. There are columns interlaid kind of separating out darker marble on the outside as opposed to the lighter marble on the inside. There is a doorway at the far end of this room, which is
Pretty big.
is a pretty big room. This is about 180 feet to the other door. The door on the other end does seem closed. And if you would all like to give me perception checks.
Any dad notes?
No dad notes for this.
Any dad jokes?
Yes, but we're ignoring them.
What do you call two houses that fall in love?
Or frat.
A long distance relationship?
Get out.
That's
That's 25.
I got a 19.
I lied. It's a 30 because plus 5 from Proximus. 30.
Oh wait, is that on?
No,
all
Proximus
checks?
doesn't give us.
I lied. That's saving throws.
Yeah,
Ignore
saving
me.
throws.
Yeah, I got really sad there.
25.
25.
19.
21. Does little Jeffrey also get to roll?
Sure.
Why? Why did I say that?
Is it better than yours?
Nobody got a nat 20. Why? I'm sorry, I screamed
What-
into
wait.
the mic.
I'm sorry. What are we rolling? Because I
This is perception.
perception. Okay, I'm sorry. So it was not 16. It was
So what's Jeffrey's
dirty
overall with the
20.
He has a +0.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
okay.
focused on the map. I'm sorry.
You all see this. There's nobody that got necessarily too low that they wouldn't notice this. All along the wall is a very, very detailed, ornate painting of almost every monster that you could reasonably conceive of, on land monsters predominantly, land and sky. There's a couple areas of the painting that do show like kraken tentacles coming out of the ocean or the great Leviathan. But you see some devils, you see monstrosities, you see things like griffins, you see aberrations, basically every type of monster that you could really conceive of, all just kind of in this splash artwork that kind of displays them all. Yeah, that's what you see as you move along.
What else, Derek?
That's
else?
what you get as you walk into the room.
Do they seem to be arranged? Like, are they all looking at a certain point? Are they?
They're all looking at you.
Oh, I hate that.
Their eyes are moving, like Scooby Doo.
Mikyl.
No, that's a legit question, Derek.
I wouldn't say their eyes are necessarily moving.
Is it more like the Mona Lisa type of moving?
Yeah, I think there might be a sort of painting allusion to it. Yeah.
Winnie would like. Oh.
Go ahead.
Winnie would like to dig around in little Jeffrey's mouth and pull out her crossbow. Bet y'all forgot she had one of those. I did. And she would just like to shoot a little bolt across the hall. Please and thank.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would
just from like one door to the other?
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, when he's doing that, I think on the same vein, I'm gonna take out one of like the rocks that I took and like toss it in.
Okay. So you're tossing the rock where?
In somewhere arbitrarily into the room so it hits somewhere on the floor.
Sure.
Yeah.
The rock click clack 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 clatters across the marble floor.
We're
so
The
paranoid.
crossbow bolt aimed at the door on the other end.
Yeah. What did you
Yeah,
say?
go-
I mean, it's marble, and then is the door also non-wood?
The door is like wood and metal, and
Okay, I would aim at
some of
the
you got
door,
higher
yes.
perception rolls. You would note that the door has multiple locks on it.
I'm not aiming for a lock.
Okay. If you just want to give me a crossbow bolt attack.
27.
For sure. Lands thunk, right in the wood of the door.
Did any of the eyes move?
Nope.
Little
I don't like
Jeffrey's
this.
gonna
How do you
go-
feel about me flying across? How tall is the ceiling, Derek?
Ceiling's about 20 feet.
I was gonna send little Jeffrey, maybe as like a little test case, unless you're really keen on being the
You know what?
subject.
I have a better idea for a test
What do you think?
subject.
Ogden?
Content warning for whatever after Derek decides to do. Maybe there's going to be animal death. I don't know, but I would like to use summon creature.
Oh. Okay. Let's go.
I wasn't even gonna send Smokey because I was like, I'd rather die before Smokey.
Listen, they're
I
spirits.
can mend.
No, I
little
get you. I
Jeffrey,
get
but
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair.
They're technically spirits.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
he's gonna go back. Yeah.
They will return
Um,
back to the ether once they get squashed.
I will
are you summoning?
summon. I can summon 8 beasts of challenge rating 1/2 or lower. So I'm gonna summon 8 wolves.
Ooh.
Okay. You summon a pack of wolves.
So many wolves.
Hey guys, I just say down to them, I need you to just go take a sniff around the room for me, please.
They nod in unison and just like start to fan out.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have 8 wolves, but let me see if I can just throw up something here. Maybe I can throw like 8 smokies out there. What do I have?
Little Jeffrey just says like, "Good doggies."
I have, you know what? I have, there we go. I have a Nubia for a reason.
Oh my god. I was gonna say I just probably gave you a
If you think it could be serious, ask
I'm
the
not-
General Emergency
what?
Services
I'm not talking
or
to
someone
you.
you trust.
Derek, blink twice if you need help.
Apparently Siri thinks I'm in some sort of danger. I don't know what I
All of
said.
us.
Yuri.
I'm surprised that's the first time on stream that's happened. Actually,
Okay, that's 4. I need 1 more. Unless, did I double up? Nope. Bounce. I did. There we go. Okay. There are 8. Let's see. So we've got 4. Okay, so we're basically going to do one of these. They're going to start literally walking in a line and scanning the room. Would anyone like to do anything while we're doing a wolf scan? Different than a cat scan.
Oh my god.
hated that.
I just ack is like all I've got.
No, I don't got anything. Send them.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on the wall creatures, I guess.
Cool. Winnie, keeping an eye on the wall creatures. I think it's either you or Jeffrey who notice this as Jeffrey begins to tug on your pant leg. It's just about when the wolves get a little past halfway through. You do notice that there is something shifting in the left side of this mural, that there's almost something moving around and behind some of the monsters in this painting. And you would watch as this thing seems to barrel its way and push out of the painting. And you all are going to watch as a somewhat painted, but still physical, beholder manifests into the room in front of you and is going to use its many eye things on these wolves. If you all would like to roll for initiative, this beholder is now blocking the exit to the other side.
You said it's painted.
It is It almost looks like it's like a painting that is in the third dimension. It's not two-dimensional, but like its composition seems like it's like an oil painting.
I just want to remind everyone that canonically, Winnie doesn't have pants; she has shorts.
True.
She's doing this nightmare in shorts.
Oh my God.
Also, yes, I did roll another nat 1 on my initiative. Why do you ask?
I have advantage on my initiative rolls.
Yeah, maybe it's a little too heavy. Let's try this.
Okay. I did roll for the wolves as well because they do have their own initiative.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
I will handle them. Do not worry. I have done this before. I have been a menace with conjure animals in the past.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's get Chet up here. There we go. So Acacia with the dirty 20, and then we're gonna do Proximus, and then Winnie, you had 6. Okay. So it'll be Scarlett, and then Boulder. The wolves are gonna go after Proximus. Cool. And then capping things off with Miss Winnie. Cool. Acacia. You watch as your 8 summoned wolves almost come face to face with this beholder. What would you like to do?
They are. I'm assuming we're like right at the door or something like that.
Yes, I
I'm
think that's how you presented things. Yeah.
Okay, so they are within range of guiding bolts. So
Okay.
I would like to cast guiding bolt, please. This is one of my my abilities that I get an extra spell and I can cast them for free, basically.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast guiding bolt on the little guy, big guy. That's only an 18.
An 18 is exactly its armor class, so that does hit.
So I'm gonna do some damage on that. Thank you. Roll 20. I mean D&D and Beyond. So that is 14 points of damage, and that is, the next person to make an attack has advantage.
Okay. Which likely will be your wolves.
Can I just start rolling all of those?
Yes, you may pre-roll all your wolves. You may also do, like, if you get a good enough roll, you can do a single roll for one of them.
I'm gonna start doing my all individual wolves with pack tactics. Just start maneuvering them around the beholder,
do
please.
16 rolls. Okay.
Yeah, just start.
Okay. So we are going to maneuver the wolves around the beholder. We're gonna swarm the beholder. Let's change the music one time here. Let's see. Okay. And Scarlett, you will be after the wolves. It's 120 feet. Okay. So I need D10. Thing's got a lot of eyes.
Is it my turn or is it Proximus's still?
It's the wolves' turn, so I didn't know if they want to.
Well, did Proximus go?
I'm sorry. Proximus is before the wolves.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, have everybody start maneuvering them because it's gonna take a minute.
I'm so sorry, Proxy. It is all your turn. Go for it, my dude.
Yeah, sorry. My keyboard started freaking out, so
No, you're all good.
I'm not mad that we forgot me. Let's see. I am going to, because of course pack tactics. How far is that away? 5, 10. Oh, Okay. I want to send Smokey as far as he can go, so he's going to double move. But
let me pull up.
that is
Smokey
100
Joe.
feet. So he'll be right on them
Okay.
with
Where's
the
my
other with the
Smokey
other
art?
wolves. Coming soon, Smokey art to go along with season 4 art.
Yeah, I have something for him, but it gets buried with everything else I've ever uploaded to.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
To
So I just
Roll20.
want him. I just want him close by so that I get the effects.
Okay.
So
There he is.
the good boy.
Maybe. There we go. Okay.
This is
So,
room.
yeah.
This is room 4 of 10, correct?
This is a hallway still. This is not technically a room.
Clarification. That's all I wanted. He is going to. Proximus is going to cast. Rolitham's Psychic Lance,
Okay.
120 feet. It is an intelligence saving throw at disadvantage 18.
Alright. That's an 11. That's a 13. So 11 plus 3, 16.
Sweet.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's a +8 saving throw. So 19 in total.
Oh, 19. Okay. I believe you take half damage.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit here. There we go. All right, and then yes,
So that's-
wolves will be next, then Scarlett.
so that's 26. So 13 points of damage.
13?
Psychic
Okay.
damage.
Yeah. Cool. That works. Okay. So with the Psychic Lance cast, Smokey moved up. Anything else for your turn, my dude?
No.
Cool.
No.
Oh. Wolves 1 through 8.
So I rolled 5 out of 8 hits for my wolves. I got a total of 38 points of damage. And if I remember correctly, but I don't know how this difference is different from a regular beholder, it can't be knocked prone, right?
It cannot be knocked prone.
Okay, so then you don't have to make a strength saving throw.
Cool.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
then the wolves be snarling and snapping and starting to try and fuck it up.
What was the damage? I'm sorry.
38.
38. All right. Pretty decent. All right. Cool. Scarlett, your turn. You have wolves and Smokey that have surrounded a beholder. The wolves are chomping at its weird tentacle eye stalk things. Proximus has psychic lanced it a little bit. What would you all like to do?
I would like to move my distance into the room, into the hallway.
Okay.
The hallway, not a room. I think I can reach now. Hopefully, let me do. Fuck no, I can't. I can't reach. I was gonna use banishment, but I can't fucking reach the goddamn thing. So, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. I'm gonna go back to the roots.
Cool.
That is a 28 to hit.
That'll do it.
Okay. And it's all. Do I need to roll all 3 beams?
Which spell?
Like attack
Roll them
rolls.
separately.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll them separately.
Okay. Well, one hits. That's another 18, so another 28, and a 26.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, all hit.
Great. So glad. So 3 points. 8 points total. 17 points total damage.
17. Okay. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Cool.
She says confidently.
I was going to hold off for a turn and let you all kind of do your thing. It is at this point on the beholder's turn that its eyes open, including its anti-magic cone eye, which is going to create a 150-foot cone directly in front of it that will block all magic. So, it is an anti-magic field, so it is going to wipe out all of the wolves in front of it. It is going to remove Smokey Joe from the map. It is going to make little Jeffrey inert. And none of your spells will work. At that, I am going to have it roll 3 on its eye raise to determine what it does. That is a 5. That is a 7. That is a 1. So that is a charm, enervation, and sleep. So let's see. Proximus, you did a spike. Let's see if you can be charmed. Why don't you do a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, please? Let's see, Kaila, if 16 Wisdom save.
16.
Kaila, if I can get a DC 16 Con save from you. And
It's a 21. Oh, sorry.
fantastic. No, you're good. You're good. So you are not charmed. Acacia, if I could get a also DC 16 Wisdom save.
I'm using
Wait.
one of my advantages.
What is it's hitting me all the way at the back?
Yes, it's 150 feet. So
Cool.
this, yeah, size of this
what
room.
was it again?
Wisdom save, DC 16.
17.
Okay.
Rolled 14.
I'm gonna use an advantage.
Okay.
If anyone wants to give us advantages, the links in the chat. If anyone wants to sub to the channel really quickly with their prime, that counts too.
Scarlett,
Okay.
you are only going to take. That's not at all what I said. Go ahead, Mare.
I got a 21 with my reroll.
Fantastic. You do not fall asleep. Scarlett, you take 16 points of necrotic damage. And then it's just going to take a bite at one of the wolves, because it can still do that. I don't think that's even going to hit a wolf. Actually, it's a +5 to hit. Yeah, it's only a 7. I don't think...
No,
Actually, I don't know what-
natural armor 13.
Yeah, it does not... Tries to bite a wolf and misses. That is... all that
Story
it
of my
has
life.
for its turn. So, Winnie, now in the anti-magic cone, little Jeffrey just kind of falls to the ground like a Buzz Lightyear with no batteries. What would you like to do for your turn?
My boy, my beautiful boy. Okay, and I didn't have to roll because elf, right?
I'm sorry?
I didn't have to roll for that.
You didn't have
The
to roll
charm.
because you weren't targeted.
Oh, okay.
It gets 3 eye beams per turn.
Oh,
It can target 3 things, and you had not done anything yet. So logically, you're not a target.
fair enough.
You're not a threat.
Yeah.
But I'm in the cone.
You are in the cone. It is facing directly forwards. So let me see if I can create a cone.
Also, am I supposed to be
Yeah,
able to see
hallway
myself on the
finding.
map?
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
gotta
can you
pull
add me
yourself
as
on.
well?
You got to
I
pull
can't-
yourself on.
Oh.
It wouldn't
Yeah,
let
you
me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see what I can do here.
I just am always bad at knowing where to find me. Oh, I found me. Okay,
Click
Uh,
icon and click your name and drag you.
and little Jeffrey was what, next to me? Nope. Yep. Okay.
There, Acacia,
There we
you
go.
are. I'll put you right at the front of the room there.
Okay, so there is no world in which I can get out of this cone.
Well, that's why the pillars are there.
Oh, because it extends off the... Okay, I get it. So we're beyond, like, we can go beyond that. Okay.
I never put you all in a no-win scenario.
No.
Well, we know that, but
well, I mean,
sometimes
there's,
So
there's
that
things.
hallway.
Winnie literally
Okay.
has her crossbow in her hand, so
It just dawned on me.
she can. Yeah, that's on me. I can't read a map. Cool. If I could do the airport shuffle with little Jeffrey and just like kick him over here, as I also head over here. I would like to shoot it with my crossbow before I go behind the pillar.
I'm going to call throwing little Jeffrey in action, so
I
you
kicked
can.
him. You said he was on the ground.
That's an attack. That's interacting with an object. That is an
I
action.
suppose it is. Well, that's why I said if I could do the airport shuffle. If I can't, then I'm gonna.
Well, that's
leave
what
it
I'm
where
saying.
it is.
Is I've never known an airport shuffle to be kicking a toddler 30 feet.
But he's baggage at this point. I can absolutely text and
So
You
kick
can
him.
make him halfling-sized in the art and call him baggage. Okay.
Fine. I will leave him where he is for now.
Okay.
I would still like to shoot this thing with my crossbow that I have just rediscovered. I'm sure that's fine.
For sure.
That is a 18
Yeah, 18 hits. Absolutely.
and for 8 damage.
8 damage. Sure.
I don't know why I put that away. I might need it later.
And
And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to boop. I think that's out of. I'm going far enough around the pillar to be out of line of sight.
Yes, you are. You are currently out of line of sight.
Hey, y'all! We can move past this line on the floor. Who knew?
Okay. Cool. With that, then we are back to top of the order with Proximus.
Acacia.
I might.
Yeah.
Yes, Acacia. Let me scroll up literally one to your name. Yes.
I was like, I'm so not ready. I'm so not ready.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Acacia, it is your turn.
So you said this is a cone, so it's really kind of hard to tell. So if I were to move,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the angle
Like
is because
here-ish.
Roll20 is like, oh, you want a 150, foot cone? What's the angle? Is that like a
yeah, that's the
60? Is it a
problem.
90?
If I tried to get like right about here, do you see where I am right now? Can I?
Yes, sorry, I got a lot going on. Yes, I see where you are right now, and you're trying to get to the 80. That, believe, would be
that be-
outside of the cone.
Yeah, I think it would be like it's not just that iffy area. So it's gonna be
6 squares wide. Draw this as a centimeter. About an 11 and a half degrees.
because I'm imagining it like it's the cone
45.
is like this.
I think it's a 45 cone. That's what I'm going to try it out as, and we'll see what that looks like. 45. So
Ah,
Oh, that's awesome.
that looks right to be, yeah. So let me go directly from the eye.
I love that it's centered on a specific eye.
Right.
I'm trying to go from like, okay, it's only going to go from a square, so whatever. But yes, you would be outside of the range there,
I could
regardless of
still
what
hit
square
it.
that I chose.
so
Yes, absolutely.
hold on. It's really weird. So maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this square right here. And then, so I guess I would have partial cover. So I'm going to once again do another guiding bolt spell.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna do that again. Silly thing. 19 on the die.
That'll do it.
And then it's gonna be a total of not enough in my opinion. That is a total of 10 damage, but Proximus will have advantage on the next attack.
Very nice.
And in the meantime, I will roll the wolves while Proximus does his turn.
You got it. Okay. Proximus, all you.
Okay, so I am going to dash 80 feet, so I'll be on the other side, right here.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, I'll get out of the. Yeah, so I'll be right there when I
Yep.
shoot him with a. I'm gonna hasten spell. Use 2 more sorcery points, so now I'm out of sorcery points because that's fun time. And oops. I want to do a big damage spell, and it's with advantage because
So this thing is twisting to try to keep you all in its sight with all of its eyes. While you do your thing, I'm just going to do a little flavor. It has these like Leonardo da Vinci had painted this thing, just these dripping fangs and these twisting tentacles that end in these eye stalks, and it is trying to keep its main eye centered on what it thinks is the threat, while also these multiple eyes all around it trying to maintain and keep vision on all these things. Just this bobbing head of teeth and painted fury. Proximus, go for it.
all right, lightning bolt. I know I'm gonna take out some of these wolves, and I apologize ahead of time. But that's my most damage.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Okay. So, lightning bolt, 18 dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is only a 17.
Ooh.
Mayor, if you do want to roll for your wolves, if there's any chance of them, there's going to be 2 that would be hit.
Yeah, in that
Okay,
straight line.
I did roll, and 2 did hit. 2 of them hit. 2 of my wolves hit.
Okay. Did the 2 of them save on the lightning bolt? Is what
Oh,
was
I
asking.
didn't roll saves. Sorry.
Dexterity
good.
saving throw.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw DC 18.
Oh,
Just
which
for 2
ones
of
is
them.
it? Is it the 2 closest or the ones like on the?
It's
It
a
would
straight
be-
line
Bottom
from
left.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you see Proximus, it's kind of that diagonal. That would be. Yeah, it's not going to be a cone, but I'm not clicking
Right.
3 more things and waiting.
Yeah,
So
3 more
one of
seconds.
them does have the +5 from Proximus.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
No, that is a fail, even with the +5. And then that is also a fail. So the two failed.
Okay. All right. Well, then everybody's taking full damage. What does that damage look like, Prox?
Not great. It's 26. So
So my
Light
2 wolves
damage.
are gone. So my other 2 will hit.
Yes.
So this works. This oddly works out.
Okay. Proximus, anything else for
And
your
then-
turn?
yeah, and then I'm gonna move the rest of my 80 feet, so I'll put me there.
Okay. All right. Acacia, what is the damage for your wolves?
The 2 wolves that hit were 15 damage.
15. All right. Actually, weirdly making quick work of this beholder.
Beholder.
Yeah, fake beholder. Kind of makes me think I should have given you the anti-magic cone first. Okay. With that, let's see here. Scarlett, it is your turn. You are in the anti-magic cone as of right now.
Yes. I would like to move to Winnie. Because behind the pillars or whatnot, we're good,
Fastball
right?
Special.
Correct?
Yes, behind the pillars, you would be blocked from line of sight, so you would not be in the anti-magic cone.
Cool. Hey, Winnie, do you want to magically get to the other side of the room?
Like by the door?
Yeah,
Little Jeffrey come? Yes, I do.
I would hope so. If he's technically not sentient right now.
I'm
Does
terrified
he count
that maybe
He's an object.
He doesn't count as a creature.
I'm terrified
Yeah,
to
he's-
think that there's times he is sentient. So yeah, let's go.
Cool. I would like to cast Dimension Door, please.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Where are you gonna end up?
The other side of the room. By the
Okay.
door.
Okay. So, like dead center by the door. So move you all the way.
Like
Behind a
still,
pillar.
still but still behind a pillar.
Still behind a pillar. Okay. All right, I'll put you behind the very. Ah, I see where you moved yourself. I will move Winnie right next to you.
Thanks, it wouldn't let me for some reason. Oh, I didn't have the right thing on.
And we'll toss the corpse of little Jeffrey right next to you as well.
He's waking up now.
Yeah, actually, little Jeffrey is powering back on.
And he has
A slow
plan.
reboot. I can hear the Windows sound.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, what if it was the internet
It's a
startup
1 minute-
sound?
1 minute
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey sits up. You've got mail.
Are beholders weak to dial-up sounds?
We're all old enough to get that. I'm so glad.
Oh.
Okay. They made a movie about like that whole concept. What the fuck were we doing? Okay. Scarlett, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Okay. Winnie, we will finish out. I'm sorry. The beholder has to go
I was
first.
gonna say.
We'll finish out this turn order and then we'll get out of here because I know Kayla's got somewhere to be. So, what's gonna make the most sense here, beholder? If you're just gonna be looking around at folks, I'm gonna say the beholder is going to look like, yeah, probably back at the door over here, knowing that you all are going to end up that way.
What
It is
direction
going-
does it swing? Because it's going to take out one of the wolves.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Also, does it completely get rid of them, or does it just suppress it?
I think it like it's an anti-magic field, right? So I think it destroys whatever the spell is. It's kind of a dispel magic sort
Summon.
of deal.
Oh, yeah.
Like if
But
it was a longer lasting spell, like a magic item, it just suppresses
Yeah,
it. But if
yeah,
it's a
okay.
spell, I think it cuts off whatever magic there was to the spell.
So you can
So
get
I'm
rid
gonna-
of one of them, whatever
Yeah, I'm gonna
direction.
take an old stealthy there, and then we're gonna do 3 eye rolls. That's an 8. That's a 7. That's a 2. So let's do. 8 is a petrification ray. 7's a sleep ray. Okay. Let's. I'm actually gonna have it move just 10 feet too. There we go. Still technically within range of the wolf, so it's not going to get opportunity attack. But I am going to do a paralyzing ray on Acacia. So if I can get a DC 16 Wisdom save, Proximus, I will need a DC 16 Dexterity save, and Scarlett, a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Oh, I just made it.
Oh, dirty 20. Nice.
Great.
Clutch.
Okay.
Wisdom is 18.
Okay. Acacia, you are not paralyzed. Scarlett, you do not fall asleep. Proximus, you are not petrified. Cool. Then it's just going to have its bite attack on the wolf. That's an 18 to hit. And it's going to be 15 points of piercing damage.
It's gone.
Okay.
Oh, buddy.
All right. Taking the last poor Nubia off the field then.
You served us well.
Thanks, Anubia, for your valiant effort.
Winnie, it is your turn.
Okay.
Let's say you are still out of the beam.
Okay, good. I would like to. Okay, if it's hard to see, so if I move, I just measured it. So I think if I move here, I'm still out of the beam and I can see it, right?
Correct.
And little Jeffrey comes with me because he's baby. How this thing's looking not great? It's a little tattered. Is that what I'm hearing?
It's looking a little rough. I will say, if Jeffrey moves with you, you're going to have to carry him. He will fall inert for a brief
yeah,
moment.
because he's still in the field. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can pull him through it.
Well, I mean, if it's my action, I'm not going to do it.
He can hang on to you. It's fine.
Okay. He's in his little baby Bjorn. Got it.
Yes. He has the momentum to keep going through.
Okay. All right. I was gonna do something fun and cool, but I think I'm just gonna hit it with the old 1-2 firebolt. Because it.
A fun thing in this game? How dare you?
Well, I think one's as effective as the other, and at least I know the damage on this one.
We're very fun, thank you.
I know.
You're amazing. It's always way with sarcasm.
Sarcasm. So that's 25 to hit,
25 hits.
and that is 23 damage. Fire damage.
23 fire damage.
On something
Okay.
that looks to her like a painting.
Okay.
Is it flammable?
I mean, no more than anything else.
Well, it says a flammable object catches on fire, so I don't know.
Well, it does not. It does not.
Everything's flammable if you try hard enough.
That's what I'm saying. What happens to a toad that gets struck by lightning? You know?
Same thing that happens to everything else.
Absolutely. Okay. I know I said I was going to end here. Kayla, if you absolutely have to go, please go be a person other places. This thing has 16 more hit points. It is very possible that Acacia and Proximus can take
I'm
this.
about to say one more round is fine, but then we gotta rush through those closing lines.
Yeah, you can go first. You can get out of here. I'm not trying to hold you out here. Okay, Acacia, top of the order with you. This thing has 16 hit points. It is not looking at you. What would you like to do?
Cool. I'm gonna pull out my sword and shield, and I'm gonna sword and board it.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's
Charge
get
in.
this. Let's go. Ooh, I can charge.
Yeah.
Okay, we're also gonna charge. I think I have enough room to charge. I think it's 20 feet.
Pretty sure you do.
Can someone check for me while I do that? So
5,
dragon
10, 15, 20. Yeah, you've got 20, 25.
Cool. So Dragon Slayer's sword has me at above a 20. And then I'm going to do 3d6 because I don't have sneak attack. Never mind. That is, I can't do math. That is 10 points of damage. And then I'm gonna do hooves.
Okay.
19 on the die. We might get this, y'all. All right, 9 points of damage. I think we got it.
Acacia, how do you finish off this beholder?
This was like a paint beholder, right? Like out of canvas and stuff.
It used the exact same stat block, so you did defeat a beholder. But yes, this thing is like painting come to life.
So definitely, it kind of begins to shred, and I feel like it's made out of paint. So I start getting paint everywhere. It splatters on the floor and whoever's nearby.
Gross.
It's not pleasant. So instead of guts,
My
it's
mouth
just
was
paint.
open and everything. Jeez.
If only I'd rolled that death ray.
Like.
Yeah.
10d10 necrotic
What does
damage.
red
Couldn't-
paint
couldn't
taste
roll
like?
the
It
death
tastes
ray.
like blue paint.
It's a good dad joke too. All right. You find yourselves out of combat in this hallway, surrounded by only painted monsters, none of their eyes following you, and you all more or less safe in this space. That's where we're going to end tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're going to do our shout outs here real quick. Like I said, if Kayla, if you need to hop off, please go and do that. But we'll actually start with you. So, Kayla, where can we find more of your lovely self?
Oh, let me know if you
Hello.
do so I can fix cameras, please. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I will stay just long enough for Eva to fix cameras.
Just long enough. Okay.
Hi, hello, I'm Kaila. I've been your Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlett Shores tonight, who has used a lot of spell slots, so it's looking great for the rest of these rooms. We still got 7 more to go.
We got this. It's
Which
fine.
subsequently means 7 more hallways as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find me on socials at KMC, all spelled out. If you can't find me, at underscore at the end. You'll find me there. Currently, some socials are locked down just due to a little bit of renovating that I still have not got a chance to do, but it'll be done by next session, I promise.
Awesome. Thank you, Kayla. Okay, let's just do reverse order. Mikyl.
Hey, fam. I'm Michael. You can find me at Michael Sandoval on all the socials. I am more likely to post things on Instagram and in the Sword and Key Discord, where I have I have a channel where you can check out all my art and Michael, and also if you like shoes. Anyway, that's me. Love you. Bye.
Fantastic. Don't go anywhere. Next up, Eva.
Hi, I'm Eva. You can find me almost all the time here, except for April on Thursdays. I'm over on We Are Nerdsmith, playing a completely doomed disinherited noble in a version of Trophy Dark, Hawthorne Manor at 6 p.m. Pacific.
Amazing. Thank you. And last but not least, Mare.
Hi, I'm Mare. I'm here every Saturday. That's all I have. I am a bum with TTRPGs right now. I'm just playing.
Amazing. Love it. Okay. Nice, quick, to the point. Hi, everybody. I'm Derek Sword. I use he, him pronouns. Yes, Sword is my real last name. Yes, it's awesome. No, you can't have it. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Horizons Call. We will be back next week. Again, if you do appreciate, if you do enjoy what we do here and you want to show some sort of appreciation financially even, should you be willing and able, both those qualities being important together, to do so, you can always do that through our pally.gg. Anything that you are generous enough to tip to this cast/crew gets evenly distributed and can impact our game. You can do that at any point, even when we're not playing, just gets paid forward to whatever the next game is. Okay, stuff coming up for Sword and Key, just to throw it out there. I should know, if you want to follow me on socials, that's fine, whatever. It's dsword16. Most of the stuff I do is just retweet Sword and Key stuff. So please follow Sword and Key at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can find all of our stuff there, all of our socials. Our socials typically have underscores between the words, sword underscore and underscore key. That's Twitter, Instagram, BlueSky. You can also use our beacons to join our Discord and hang out with lots of cool folks, do lots of cool things. I'm also the co-host of the podcast Monster Crush, which is a Sword and Key production. It's where my friend LD and I talk about different cryptids, creatures, miscellaneous monsters, and how fucking smoochable they are. You can check that out wherever podcasts are found. We have a new episode coming out tomorrow, which is the second half of our March Madness bracket, our In the March of Madness, Lovecraftian horror, cosmic horror, salty 17 single elimination bracket to find out who is the most spoochable chthonic deity. So definitely check that out. Looking at our calendar, we have on Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, Gate Night. That is where myself, LD, and Shadow play Baldur's Gate 3. It's the first video game we've streamed here on Sword and Key. It's a great time. It is LD's birthday. I've talked about LD a lot so far. It is LD's birthday on the 12th. Very happy birthday to her. It is a holiday. Please ask your boss for the day off. He should give it to you. It is also going to be a double feature of our Sword and Key movie night, which we do on our Discords, and you can join that through Beacons. We're going to be watching the 1977 Hobbit and also the 1982 The Last Unicorn, as those were requests from two of our mods who recently had birthdays. Again, LD and also Gona. Very happy birthday to Gona Hawking. On the 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we have Life on the Edge, which is the official boyfriend dungeon TTRPG. Horizons Call will follow that at 3 p.m. On the 14th, we have Sword and Tea with Pandian Games. I will be running that interview where we're going to talk about one of their newest games, which I forget the name of, but I can look it up here. It is
Substratum Protocol.
Substrata Protocol. Thank you. That's took longer than you actually had it on the top of your head. It's tax day on the 15th. That has nothing to do with us, besides the fact that we do our taxes. But do your taxes. Don't have the IRS come after you, should you be in the United States and have taxes be an absolute nightmare. Monster Crush releases every other week. Gate Night is weekly. Horizons Call is weekly. We will have more applications out in the near future. We will have more games back soon as well. We are looking to bring back Humblewood for a second season. Super excited about that. But should you want to appear on Sword and Key, we put our applications out on our Discord first, our social media second. You can always find all of our links, again, on the beacons. You can also find the links for our discounts. You can find discount codes for Greenleaf Geek dice, and if you're looking for a new set of dice, resin art, TTRPG accessories. Also, if you're looking for custom minis, there is Eldritch Foundry, and you can get 10% off your first purchase there, and even get subscriptions for unlimited printing of custom miniatures should you have a 3D printer. You can also find our charity drives. We currently have one going for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, and you can donate that at any time. There are no ongoing incentives other than just putting your money towards a great cause. That is it for us at Sword and Key this week.
Quick. Anik and I, we do have a little buffer between Sunday morning games, but Anik and I will be doing a 2-player game. You're in space and everything's fucked tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay. So look for that as well. Okay, that is it for Sword and Key. Thank you again for joining us. Thank you for spending this time. We will see you next week, if not sooner. And until that time, fair winds and following seas, brave mariners. Yahar.